everybody. Welcome back to the TV show for Game of Thrones here on SourceFedNERD. I am Matt Lieberman, joined by...
Maud Garrett.
And Steve Zaragoza. Maud is a new addition to our show.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun, guys. And I'll tell you what, the fun never stops.
Maud, give us your quick recap of the first 4 episodes.
Well, if you rip them all offline, you watch them back to back.
Or if you have HBO Go or HBO
Now.
I'm just saying the first 4 specifically. Like we're now.
I see
they all
what you're
bleed
saying.
together because you watched them illegally.
I did not. No, I watched them the right way, which is why, by saying that, I kind of was sidestepping answering the question.
Okay.
Got it.
So give us a summary, because you missed out on those episodes here.
No, I watched them.
Well, tell us about your thoughts on those.
Oh, look, I tell you what. There's a lot of stuff happening at the wall now with Lord Snow.
Castle Black.
John Commander, the Lord Commander.
She's actively trying not to do this. Can we just...
Lord Commander's doing really well. Brienne is trying to find a purpose in life because
There
she keeps
it
getting
is.
rejected by little girls, and the favor of trying to help a dead woman's promise.
This episode was called Kill the Boy, and it's episode 5 of season 5. You mentioned Jon Snow and things going on at the wall. Let's start there.
Okay.
Okay, but that's not really where the episode started.
It's called Kill the Boy, though, and that's kind of the crux
about
of it.
him. That's why
I'm not
going
going to lie. When I first heard of Kill the Boy, I thought it was the baby, that Mance Rayder's son.
But they've completely excised that plot line from the show, I guess.
Can I just say that I thought he killed the boy when he had that sexy time with Ygritte. Did Jon Snow make cum?
But it's in a spa, like they're in a hot
Jon
sauna.
Snow made cum.
Wait, is he old enough to make cum?
He snowed. Snowblowed.
How old is he?
In the books, he's a lot younger. But
Yeah, in the
series,
books, he's
like,
probably
in his
like
late
right
20s.
now, like 17, 18.
So he makes sperm.
He makes sperm.
So Lord Stannis is basically looking, overseeing all of Jon Snow's commanding at the moment. I think he's feeling like he's impressed by his behaviour.
He is,
because
and
he's turning into a man.
And he sees him as kind of like the son he never had.
I agree.
And he's kind of giving him eyes. And
I
I love
love
how he comes in like a watchman.
I love
Watching him.
Stannis.
I don't know about love.
Oh, come on. The little aside this week where the guy's like less enemies, he's like, fewer. And it's just like, he's grammar police. I'm like, go Stannis, you little stickler.
Wait, which one's Stannis? Not the I like the guy with the beard that's with Stannis.
You like Davos.
Davos.
I like Davos.
Sir Davos.
I like
Seward.
Sir Davos.
Well,
He's pretty rad.
I like him way more than Stannis.
Stannis has been giving Jon the hard word, and then kind of Davos will come in and just soften it and go,
Yeah.
hey, this is what he's... I'm saying the same thing.
And
but I'm-
Stannis, like, I don't like that Stannis is like brainwashed by the Red Witch.
Well, that's the thing. That's like the one part of his personality that isn't positive. Because everything else I like. He's hard but fair. He's honest. He's very
not likable.
noble.
He's not likable,
He's not
no.
likable. He's not nice. But he, with the exception of what the Red Woman has convinced him to do, he's done mostly the right thing.
Although
the only
the
thing that he did wrong was, kill his brother.
And the show is trying so hard to get you to like him with that moment he had with his daughter when he's just
It
like...
worked.
This
for
isn't
me.
the first time that we've seen this happen, though. Remember season 1 with Jaime? He pushed a kid out of a window. He was bonking his sister. You're like, oh,
And now
about
everyone
this guy.
loves him.
Now he's the great guy.
You remember when he tried to kill a child? No, everyone forgot that.
Lost a hand, gained fans.
I know, and you know what? That's the thing, too.
Bath with Brienne, never again.
You know what? And that's the thing I want to talk about. I've talked about this like way back when we used to do the TV show on Game of Thrones, and it was like Jaime Lannister, oh, I feel so bad for him. He doesn't have a hand anymore. But it's like, guess what? The guy's an asshole. He's a prick. Dude's a prick. And
Dude,
just because
you read the books, though.
I know, but just because he lost his hand and now he has a new purpose in life doesn't mean that he gets to be forgiven for all the sins he's done.
But that's what's happening in the show.
I know.
Everything that you think the person you're investing in changes or they die.
I know, but it's one of those things where it's like the only reason why Jaime is a better person now is because he lost his
Listen,
hand.
George R.R.
It's
with your
not-
little captain's hat.
You know what I mean?
You
Well,
wrote this.
It definitely opened his eyes to some experiences, but like what I love about the show, and what I think a lot of people love about the show, is there is no one person who's completely good or completely bad.
Right.
Everybody is a muddy mix, and anyone that you think is completely bad, you're going to learn a lot about them, and you're going to develop some level of empathy for them.
Yeah, because even with Littlefinger, you're kind of like, oh, he's being so nice to Sansa, and then I'm like, wait a minute, he's like the main villain of the
He's
show,
like
though.
the worst person.
Yeah, but like you can't help but be like, oh, he's being so nice to her.
He's being so nice to her because he wants to bang her someday.
Yeah, he totally wants to bang
That
her.
kiss, that was was just like,
It was creepy. He
Yeah.
he didn't even ask. He
She
just went
can't
in
even-
for it.
she froze.
Yeah.
What?
She can't even make cum yet.
Oh, get out of here, Matt!
No, cut it out.
Get out of here,
Don't you
Matt!
dare put that in there.
Get out! You poy voy.
But the thing about this particular episode, number 5, Kill the Boy, is, or kill Matt right now because
Kill
he's
Bill.
dying anyway. There is no Jamie and there is no Cersei, and I found that this particular episode really lacked those.
There
two
was no
strong
Jamie, but we got a
characters.
lot of Jamie in the last
Well,
episode.
even without those stories, this is, I think, maybe my favorite episode of the season so far.
I thought
I
it was pretty
agree.
good.
Yeah.
I thought
The
it was
last
pretty
10
good.
minutes especially.
Yeah. Let's.
No! No, I have to put boundaries down. You can't fart on the seat next to me. I felt that.
Did you do it again, Steve? God
What happened
damn
to
you.
Davos
I
in
need to
this one?
be in Encino in a half an
What
hour.
happened to Davos?
What happened to him?
Tell me what happened. this
You have no
episode.
interest in taking this seriously.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's on
Come
me.
on, dude.
I'm sorry.
We're
sorry.
trying to do a job.
All right. I'm sorry.
Am I gonna smell it?
No, it's not a smell. Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow,
Jon-
he's making a difficult decision. He wants to
Yes.
bring the wildlings south of the wall, pissing off everyone that he knows, but he knows it to be the right decision.
Yes.
Right. And how do you feel as an
how you rule.
audience member with these decisions he's making?
He's going the wrong way.
He's going the wrong way?
He's going back above the
I
wall.
honestly-
Yeah, he's going, but he's bringing them back.
Yeah.
I think it's a smart strategic decision.
I think,
anyone,
yeah, for the position he's in, yes.
Anyone who is north of the wall is going to become a White Walker and
Yeah.
grow their ranks. So it benefits everyone to get everyone south of the wall, even if you don't like them.
And I think that recently the White Walkers haven't been mentioned or seen at all this entire season, and the only people, or 2 people that are showing any interest in the White Walkers movements are Jon Snow, who's going to
Stannis.
protect everyone, and Stannis, who's been talking to Samwell Tarly about how to kill them,
Yeah.
and talking about the obsidian glass.
And I love
how
they
it's gonna
finally
work.
talked about that too, because no one's been talking about it. And
This
I
is
love
the
that
only
he's in
thing
there
that can
researching
kill
it.
a somewhat indestructible force.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I also feel like, man, if Jon Snow just needs to join Stannis, man. I hate that he's just gonna stay with his stupid oath at the Black Castle, the Castle Black.
Castle Black.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. I'm sick that he wants to stay at Castle Black and not betray his oath with the damn Night's Watch. I want him to
Why?
join Stannis.
I'm
Because I
proud
want him
of
to become a true Stark, and that's his birthright, man.
But this is somebody who he's been questioning that oath
Well, that's
this
true,
entire
that's true.
time. He's been through a hell of a lot of experiences. He's learned a lot, and now he feels like he owes his brothers, and that the death of Ygritte, he wants to do something positive with his life, and he wants to protect the realm from what he's seen. He's seen it firsthand. He's not going to let the rest of the realm be abandoned.
Yeah.
And keep in mind that these wars have been going on for 8,000 years, and he's saying it stops now.
Yeah, because he was saying there's nothing changes.
Well, to little Ollie. Ollie saw his family
Yeah.
get killed in the little town near the
Right.
wall, and he's just like, he's annoyed at Snow, going,
Oh my God, Ollie was so tiny.
I know,
in
now
that-
he's
in
all
that-
grown up.
little flashback.
He makes cum now.
I don't think he's.
What happened to Tyrion in this episode? Let's talk about that.
Hey, let's talk about what
Let's,
else is happening in the north with Roose Bolton,
Yeah, let's do that.
who actually made the cum in his wife. Like, this is a big,
What do
this
you
is
mean?
a big
Tell me
story
about
arc.
that.
This
Tell
is
me.
a big story arc because Roose Bolton. What if you didn't?
Oh,
watch,
right.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes. And the
Ramsay-
creepy Ramsay is.
Ramsay was declared not a bastard anymore, but an
Yes,
actual
yes.
son for the sake of passing down the lands and title.
But now that he has a real son, he doesn't need Ramsay anymore.
Now, fun fact
Right.
for those that haven't read the books, you may have noticed that Roose Bolton's wife was quite large.
Fat Walda.
Well, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because-
That's not what I'm laughing at, by the way. I'm sorry. I'm trying to kid. But you're right.
Tell him the fun fact.
And he was being a dick about it, too. Go ahead.
Well, this is how strategic and political he is. Basically, Walder Frey was like, here are all my daughters. Choose the one that you want as your wife, and however much she weighs, you'll get that her weight in gold.
That's right.
So he goes,
He's just a greedy
Porky.
I want the
fucker.
big one.
He's
Yeah.
a greedy asshole.
Yeah, because he wants the money. But you know what? They have a nice little family life.
that dinner
Yeah,
though
but
was
Ramsay
quite
talking
uncomfortable.
shit there, going
Well,
like, how'd you even find it and shit like that. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa now, sir.
He's terrible.
He's a
What
terrible
he was doing
person.
with Theon at dinner
Yeah.
and like torturing him and torturing Sansa. We have some tweets here. Maria Jose Rodriguez at Maria Jane Yo-Yo says, do you think Theon will get back into the good graces of Sansa? Maybe she'll be in danger and Theon will save her.
First of all,
I don't think
don't
that's
even call
possible.
him Theon. He's not even Theon
Reek.
anymore.
He's Reek.
He's definitely never going to be Theon again.
Here's what I didn't understand. Why is it you no longer have any opportunity to, you're no longer saving face? Tell Sansa you didn't kill her brothers and that her brothers are alive.
Yeah, but he's so far gone.
Yeah,
he
he's
is
been
like, and
broken.
apparently in the books it's even worse. Like he is just literally mentally gone. So like he actually can't in the books.
How different would you be if you got completely tortured day in, day out, and then
you can't make cum anymore at all.
I mean, the good thing is you can't say that.
What do you mean?
Well, you won't be able. You wouldn't.
You're
say
too
that
crazy to
anymore.
be able to talk about it.
Right, and you can't talk about it. And you're frustrated, and you can't. I know. I can't even imagine it. It's amazing. It's awful.
It's awful.
Grey Worm can't make cum and he still got a kiss.
Yes, he did.
That's
that was
true.
One of my favorite parts
Also,
of the
Varys
episode.
can't make cum. There's a lot of people that can and can't make cum in Game of Thrones. That's
Look, you guys just need to calm down, okay?
Come on, guys. Let's get back on track.
Welcome to the show.
Look, just because we're sitting here and we're joking around doesn't mean we don't want to get to the subject here.
Wait, Steve, I've got a spooge announcement. Hannah Hodges at Hannah Nell writes, why is Sansa still doing dumb things like trusting Miranda to not
I
be
know.
evil / crazy? Just look at her taste
She's
in
a crazy
men.
bitch.
Well, you know what, Leibs, when you were saying there's no one that's like really good or bad in the show, I couldn't help but think about Sansa and how she's like too like naive to be good or bad. Like, you know what I mean?
I just feel bad for Sansa.
I do feel bad for
Oh,
Sansa. She's real, yeah.
She's
crying right now,
better
I'm
on the
laughing.
show than she is in the book. She's smarter on the show than she is in the books. They've like taken great pains to age her up with her wardrobe.
Yes. She had the shells out.
She had cleavage.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that.
It's because, I mean, now
they want to make her
is-
seem mature enough so
Yeah,
that it
and the
wasn't as creepy
actress-
when Littlefinger kissed her. And
Exactly.
It
And
was
the
still
actress
very
is
creepy.
19 now, so that's like not gross, I guess.
Shit. I guess. Yeah, but she's still supposed to be like 14 in the books or something.
Yeah.
No, she's supposed to start
15?
this. Yeah, she starts the story at like age 11, and then by now she'd probably be like 16.
Okay.
So as a 16-year-old, and then you have Littlefinger as like a grown man, like putting the moves on her. Like that's creepier in the books, right?
Yeah. Well,
I
I mean,
mean-
in the books you don't have to see it, so maybe it's creepier.
But I mean,
Yeah,
according
that
to,
lean in, that was like that was like him going here, and then it was like slowly.
he just went for
Both
it.
of you and I just like. Oh,
I know.
I think we're making our point.
Yeah.
But it's like, yeah, the slow close, and she just stood there and just copped
I
it.
mean, she didn't push away or
Well,
anything.
she's
kind
only
of
got
she's
Peter.
pretty terrified of him too.
She's
Yeah.
only got him.
Yeah.
And
Eric-
he's showing her the ropes on how to play the game of Thrones.
Eric Bang at Eric Bang 69. Really, Eric Bang? Sansa might be
Eric Bang
realizing
69.
what she's really getting into. She went from one psycho to another, and now she's being married off to a psycho who's not even going to get her home castle back
Isn't
in her
it
lands.
sad? It's like in Interstellar, or not Interstellar. It's like in Gravity when the main character is like she finally survives. Spoiler alert! She survives and then she's like suddenly in the ocean and she can't swim out of the ocean. It's like all this terrible shit is happening to her.
She's had pretty bad luck.
One after another, and you're
Joffrey.
like, just give the girl a fucking break for God's sakes. And
Tyrion,
yeah, like Sansa
Ramsay.
can't catch a goddamn break.
Poor Sansa. Hopefully she finds her way out of that sticky situation.
I just want to see her crack, and I want to see her take care of business.
Do you guys say sprog here?
What is that? I never even heard of it.
Is that another word for sperm?
Splug?
Sprog.
Sprog?
Yeah.
It sounds like a beer.
This episode of a Game of Thrones TV show is brought to you by Strength
Strength
of
of
Sprog. You want a frosty, cool glass of boy juice? There it is.
With only 2% horsehair in it.
And no sugar. It's not GMO.
No sugar and 0 yeast.
What's another question?
Let's talk about Tyrion and Jorah. Tyrion and Jorah who go on a trip
Through Valyria.
through Valyria. H Enit Sir. Okay, Christine
backwards.
H backwards. You
Doesn't Valeria sound like
weirdo.
something you can get from an unclean person?
At Soft
Valyria.
Rockstar writes, was I the only person who thought the whole Valyria scene was probably the most visually gorgeous bit so
Yeah, it was
far?
great.
Gorgeous.
It was really
Beautifully
great.
shot.
Stunning.
Especially that moment with the dragon. That was great.
The ruins I found, like that almost that
gorgeous.
Colosseum kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
No.
And we meet the Stone Men, who are basically just stone zombies. We have ice
Yeah.
zombies, and now we have stone
I
zombies.
noticed the noise that they were making as well. It was like a.
Yeah.
Yeah.
is the sound of like rough gravel, like
Yeah.
tires going over gravel.
Well, this is what happens when you get grayscale, and when as soon as you're infected, they send you off to the ruins of Valeria.
Yeah, and I thought it was. Well, I'm sorry.
Dying place, the dead.
Right,
The
and Tyrion was
doom.
saying you
The
might as
doom.
well just stab him in the heart than
would
send
be-
him off there. It'd be better to do that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I was trying to figure out, or the thing that I didn't really know was when Stannis was talking to his daughter about how they stopped the grayscale.
Last episode. Well, it
Yeah.
was someone from Dawn. It was a gift from Dawn where they sent a doll and it had been infected
Yeah, and so she
with
put
the
it up to her
disease.
face,
and so she was
yeah.
hugging it, and that's how it's happened. And instead of sending her away, this is like the whole, "Are you ashamed of me, Daddy?" He was like, "Well, this is what went down. You got infected. Usually it's it. But I sent for the best maesters that helped you with all the finest tonics.
and they were able
and
to stop it.
tinctures. Isn't that a great word?
Yeah,
Tincture.
and apothecary, or what is it?
Apothecaries.
Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Bless you.
Apothecary. And actually stopped it from happening.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, like, because poor what's his name who now has it.
Jorah. He
Jorah.
got touched.
Which you don't lie when you get infected with zombieism.
Well, why would it matter?
Because I just
He doesn't
hate,
want to show weakness to Tyrion.
I just hate that that's what they always do in zombie movies and shows.
He's with Tyrion, who's his ticket back to Daenerys.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but how's he gonna? He's got to stop that stuff.
he's gonna bring that to Daenerys. If he hugs her, she's gonna get all grayscale.
Can the Mother of Dragons get scales though?
I mean,
Ooh.
she's gonna be less popular with the boys,
Sure.
but that's okay. She's
She
a
just
queen.
hello guys. She proposed to
Hizdar Zolorak.
Bless you. Is that where Khaleesi's from? That place with the ruins?
Valyria is where the Targaryens came
Yeah.
from with their dragons.
Yeah.
Yes. She has the blood of old Valyria within her.
Is it then ironic or not a coincidence that Drogon was flying through Valyria?
That was pretty cool.
No,
yeah.
not at all.
There you go.
Yeah.
Let's go back to Meereen though, because for the very first time,
Oh yeah.
we've seen Daenerys lock up 2 of her dragons and just didn't know what to do with them. Now she's found a really
She
great
found
way.
a great way to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's.
Here you
Not
go.
a super
Boom.
great way.
Food.
Cruel.
Yeah.
Cruel.
She's
That's
definitely
crazy.
found. I mean, it's
Got
it's
that Targaryen
She's
madness
going
in her.
mad.
but it worked, didn't it?
No.
It scared them into kind of like.
Well, the dragons were very well behaved after that.
the dragon's got a great toasty hot meal.
Mm-hmm. They had a nice little hot pocket.
Crisp man.
Yeah.
But after all that, after having the Sons of the Harpy, kill Sir Barristan, all of that, she opened the fire pits.
Yeah.
She listened to his
Fire
I mean,
pits.
she was real pissed.
Fighting pits.
The
What
fight.
did I say?
Fire pits.
Oh, fighting.
I mean, she
might have
opened a
said-
fire pit and roasted a dude on
Can't
it.
shake the fact
Listen.
that Steve farted on the couch next to me.
Hang on.
Fire pit.
Listen, welcome to SourceFed. I really thought Daenerys made a good decision, and when she talked to her friend
Sunday.
about it,
She's
translator.
so pretty.
yeah, and
She's
she was
gorgeous.
just like,
So
She's
pretty.
a child in the book. In the book, that girl is 9.
So which was the handmaidens that kept going down on her to pleasure her?
Those are dead now.
That's why she's been so
she
angry.
had some of that going on, huh?
Oh yeah.
Read the books,
Read
guys.
they cut out all the best parts about lesbians.
That's a
So-
bummer. What about I can't remember if it was the last episode or this one where the snakes lady and her daughter.
That was last
Was that the
episode.
last episode? That was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Sorry, I
Yeah.
wasn't here
Snakes.
for that.
Yeah, and it wasn't her daughters; it was her boyfriend's kids.
Right, there you go. Sorry.
Yeah. So, okay, so she's made this new decision. She can reopen the fighting pits and she's going to marry Hizdar Zolorak to cement her position with the city, which is the smartest political decision that she's ever made.
For a short-term solution. So
Yeah.
she's trying to gain a hold of the city that she's currently in, but the end goal is Westeros. So
Yeah.
how is Hizdar going to help that?
Well, as someone said in one of the tweets, hold that there, hold that. Trina at Rain Sage writes, first thought when Dany said she was marrying that guy was, oh, he's not gonna live long. Do you agree? I felt like the look she gave him, I mean, mostly it was just disappointment that she had to do it in the first place, but I feel like she could kill him soon.
I agree. I don't think he's got it. I think he's there for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah.
But also, who's the guy that's coming on the boat with Tyrion?
Jorah.
Jorah's coming back to town.
With Grayscale.
Grayscale.
I mean, with Grayscale, but now that like Old Man McGee is dead,
Sir Barristan, tell me.
it's real sad. I mean, it's kind of
that's where Tyrion's
kind of
gonna
an
come into play.
opportunity
Name
for her.
10 characters on this show
Tyrion, Arya, Ned, Jon
that are still
Snow.
alive.
Oh, come on.
Name 10 characters that are still alive.
Tyrion, Cersei, Jaime, Brianna Tarth, Pod, Hot Pie.
I guess Hot Pie is still alive.
Sansa. The Red Witch.
That's not her name.
Fuck, what is her name? It's something convoluted and weird. Pussy? You just mouth pussy?
That's exactly what.
Stannis Baratheon.
You embarrassing.
Hold on, you motherfucker. There's a lot of characters.
Exactly. That's why this is so embarrassing.
Marjorie Tyrell and fuck, I gotta get one more in there. Oh, Samwell Tarly.
There we go. How long did that take?
It doesn't matter. It's just a lot of fucking characters. Look, I've got a brain that is 33 years filled with Star Wars and fucking Star Trek and Twilight Zone and Gremlins and fucking Goonies and fucking crazy universes full of aliens and monsters that I can fucking tell you about. I can tell you all about the Rodians from Star Wars.
They're Rhodians.
Whatever, tomato. I can tell you all about fucking Max Rebo and the shit he did before he got to Jabba's palace. So I got fucking.
Where are the Rancors from? What's their home planet?
I don't know their planet.
They're the same planet that Darth Maul's from.
Oh, come on. That's expanded universe shit. That
No,
stuff
it's
was
not.
never really canon.
It's kind of
They talk about it on Clone Wars.
Do they talk about it?
But my brain's so full of all the Star Wars stuff that I just can't get anything else
That's
out.
a really good impression of me.
Any final thoughts on this episode of Game of Thrones?
No, I don't know if I agree with it being the best episode of the season so far, but I think it was a great episode and I highly enjoyed it.
I think the first 5 episodes up to this point, especially now, it's like putting the chess pieces in motion, and I'm ready for the next few episodes to start taking some pieces out.
Right.
I'm used to kind of like maybe a killer episode, then a filler, then a killer, then a filler, and at the moment it just feels like it's doing
All filler.
this.
But it looks like next week we're getting our conflict between Stannis and Roose. Like we're starting to get some things
They're on the march.
moving in motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He had a big discussion with his son about how the attack is going to happen, and I thought that was.
They know what's going on. Roose Bolton knows that Stannis is marching. That's why he's forging this alliance again with Ramsay, going, "You are my son, and we need to keep the North." And then
But
Stannis
also,
is
you're
like,
not getting Winterfell or any lands.
It's also kind of funny how like the Twitter of Westeros works, or like the Twitter of like the Game of Thrones universe works, and like suddenly Samwell's like reading about.
Oh yeah, who sent that
I know, who's
scroll
sending all this
from
shit?
Meereen to Aemon Targaryen?
Yeah, and how is Samwell knowing about all this shit that's happening to fucking Daenerys and like her shit?
Well, that's what that's what we're asking.
Yeah.
We don't know who sent it because the old spy
It's
was
Twitter.
Jorah and he's
It's
gone.
Twitter. There's literally birds flying notes around. It's like literally like the newspaper of Westeros.
Yep. Okay. Well, folks, I want to thank you so much for joining us for this episode of the TV Show on Game of Thrones. Be sure to tweet at us with the hashtag TV Show so that you can have your tweets read on next week's episode. I'm Matt Lieberman.
If you offend easily, I apologize. I'm Maud Garrett.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza. And also tweet at us and let us know if you make sperm so we can read up about that and figure it out for ourselves.
This is a hard thing to handle. I can't.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza, an edit point for you guys.